You're listening to Living Podcariously, bringing you real men's perspectives, unfiltered, unapologetic, and uncensored. Recorded live in the Living Podcariously studio in world-famous Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Mademoiselle, it is with deepest pride and greatest pleasure that we welcome you here tonight. And now we invite you to relax, pull up a chair, as we present your dinner. Be our guest, be our guest. Okay, that's it.
Well, that's a good intro if I've ever heard one.
Yeah, indeed.
Welcome to Living Podcariously. I'm Adam.
And I am Tack.
And I am Andrea Joy. Oh, wait, that part's over? Okay.
No, you're fine. You could do the whole show like that if you want
Joy.
to. Do the whole show like that.
We?
Read our, when we get to the diary segment, read it just like that.
Like what?
Like what? How did it go?
Like, wait, what?
How did I do it?
Are you guys fucking with me?
What are you talking
Like she
about?
was just her whole intro voice that she was using.
Oh,
She should do the whole show in that same voice, that same motif.
Same cadence.
I can't be a candlestick the
Vocal
whole night.
gate.
I can be. How you doing? All right, we got a big show this week, Tack. I need to come right off the bat and cover something that made me a little nervous. So our show is downloaded a lot all over the world, but mostly in Central Florida, and mostly those through Orlando, Tampa, and like Cocoa Beach areas. That's where our biggest downloads come from.
Okay.
Well, I put a plug out there last week for the victims of that Pulse shooting, the disaster over there.
Right.
And it was a GoFundMe account.
Yep.
And I was quite worried when I read the article that there have been like 50 fraudulent GoFundMe accounts set up for people.
Bastard.
No, but we're good. The one we aired was the right one. And let me just tell you, because of Living Podcariously's contribution to, spreading the word of this GoFundMe, they're already up to $5.5 million. That's no shit.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
I mean,
So
the Living
cool.
Podcariously part's kind of jokey, but yeah, they're really up to that much. So they got a ton of money for these families and victims and what have you.
Cool.
So good on you.
I'll just take a clip. It's in the show note.
The thing from your mic almost looks like an eyeglass.
Hey, good eye.
What was that? But I'm not, and that was hilarious. What did you say?
I don't know. I didn't say anything. I was just.
She did.
I don't know what, like in the character, Jolly-O. I don't remember. What did I say?
It looks like an eyeglass, and you're like, "I cry." I don't know what you said.
Cry, Kate?
It was just funny.
No, I know what she was talking about. She like the Monopoly Man. That's what she was talking
the
about.
monocle.
Yeah.
But
I said Jolly-O. I think.
You didn't.
No? I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh,
Tack.
God, I'm crying.
That's what was so funny because I don't know about her, but I just expected you to go, "Oh, yeah." But no, you like jumped into this character. Oh, I cry.
I can't breathe. Okay.
She's dying. You all right?
I'm all right there, sir.
You're all right. Yeah, so she's going to laugh the whole show now, too.
I'm not.
Tack, you use one of those Bluetooth things around your neck, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Funny story. So I have one of those as well. It's like a necklace, a half necklace or something like that. And then the little earbuds are either stowed inside it or they're like magnetized to hang on to it.
Yeah, mine are like magnetized.
Yeah, mine are too. I got the cheaper one.
Yeah, mine's really cheap.
My mom gave it to me. Those are kind of cool for a Christmas present last year. All right. So I didn't know this, but goddamn. Andrea and I are very, there it goes.
Did you say poo? God
No, he almost called me Naomi.
I started.
What?
Yes.
I didn't catch that. It's just. Sorry.
Who painted this?
And he pointed at me, and Naomi and I.
I never said Naomi.
You said, and Ow.
Yeah, I backed it up. All right. God damn it.
How did you even catch that? I didn't catch it at all.
She listens for it.
I'm looking at his eye.
Oh, she searches for it like number
Yep.
23.
No, actually,
right?
if he hadn't brought it that he messed up, I wouldn't have got it at all.
Yeah, you would have. So Andrea and I are very affectionate. We hug a lot. We kiss a lot. You know,
Have
whatever.
you ever been called another name?
That was the first time.
God damn it.
Just then.
You motherfuckers.
That was our question last week.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it was. And I just fucked myself. Well, whatever. Anyway, we're all over each other a lot. All right. So yes, PDA. Yes.
Right.
Mushy, whatever. So
Is that Japanese?
Mushy, mushy?
mushy.
Mushy, mushy time.
Mushy, slushy. All right. So she came up to me today, and I do a lot of teleworking, so I work from home. While I do a lot of teleconferences, a lot of meetings, but I do almost all of them from here. Well, she came up at about 2:30 or so and gave me a big hug and gave me, just came over and showed me a lot of affection. Yeah. And I happen to have a little, one of the magic red balls from a magic kit of Alyssa's. And she was, I don't remember exactly what was going on, but I stuffed it in her mouth really quick.
I started to say something to you, so my mouth opened up. So I was like, and he stuffed this ball
It's a
in my
little
mouth.
styrofoam ball.
Gotcha.
Little tiny styrofoam ball. So I stuffed it in her mouth and then pulled it out. And she was giggling and whatever. And then she said something along the lines of, I'd like to stick something else of yours in my mouth. And
That's wet and red.
And we were kind of joke flirting. None of the kids were around, but we were kind of joke flirting with each other. And we were finishing it up and giving each other kisses. Now, we just were hugging, nothing else. Well, I happened to look down and my phone just hung up from a 29-second phone call. And I'm like, oh no. I mean, I'm not embarrassed. It would be an embarrassing situation, especially for the other person hearing that. So I looked back at the number, hoping it was like a bill collector or something. That would have been hilarious. But no, it was a senior project manager at NASA. So I called him back and I said, hey man, I'm sorry, but I think my phone was just calling you because I hit my Bluetooth on my neck. And, he responded with like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I knew it was an accidental call. He goes, I was on the other, when I figured it out, I switched back over. I was on another call anyway. Like, all right. So then I texted him. I'm like, hey man, I'm really sorry if you heard some, private time with me and my girl, but well, that's what it is.
We were talking pretty silly. I mean, we were talking about this little ball and it was wet and juicy and all these bad words that go around it. And
funny.
Oh well. Hey.
he got an earful.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to meet him at the next Christmas party.
Well, your reputation is going to precede you with this guy. He doesn't have a very, he has very loose tongue. He speaks a lot about.
Oh, so everyone's going to know about me and my secret phone talk.
Very much so.
If you'd like to hear any more phone talk by Andrea Joy, please give us
So that goes Father's Day.
Yeah.
What did you guys do for Father's Day?
Oh, it was good. I had two out of three of my kids.
All right.
And you should see the cards and gifts that they gave me.
Aw.
Oh, that's right. I didn't get anything from them.
Oh, are you serious?
Really? Breakfast?
No.
Special treatment?
Well, they didn't argue if I changed the channel.
Oh, that was good.
It's Dad's Day. I got to watch Star Wars Force Awakens. They didn't argue.
Did they say it was your day too, so you get to decide?
Yeah, pretty much. So, I mean, they did do that. And then we also went out to dinner, and then we went and saw Finding Dory. So,
Oh, cool.
Aw,
that was
that's
kind of nice.
Good movie?
cute.
Yeah. I
Pretty
liked
good?
it. I enjoyed it. Yeah. I like Pixar and all that kind of stuff. So,
Well, very cool.
it was good. It was a good day, though. We had a lot of fun.
We went over, so it's usual tradition with me. I go over to see my dad. My mom and dad live over, Merritt Island, not too far from here. And, so we made a day of that to go over and hang out with them and see them. And I had bought my dad a gift a couple months back and I was going to give it to him then, but Andrea said, got it right that time. Andrea, not Naomi.
That's good. Good.
She's like, wait, why don't you just give that to him on Father's Day? Save it. I'm like, oh, that's a great idea. See, that's what having a smart woman in your life does for you. Oh, I said wife there too. See, I'm slipping up all over the place.
Yeah, so on Saturday, he's like, do you have that thing for my dad? And I'm like, yeah, it's right there in the cabinet. Went and pulled it out, and he had the gift right there, ready to go.
See, I need one of them. Where did you get this one?
His mom found me.
She's got a sister.
Yeah, I know. We've established that. The mythical sister.
The night before, Andrea gave me a Father's Day present, and she gave me some cologne, some really, really good
Eternity.
Yeah, Eternity cologne.
Smells
So-
so good.
I know I'm not going to smell like the Axe commercial.
That's what's wrong with me tonight. I'm just like drooling
You
because all
horny?
I can do is smell Adam. He smells so good.
But the next morning we go over to my folks' place and give my dad his present. He likes it. My son gives me some presents that my mom had taken him out to get. And
That's cool.
It's two of them are out there in the pool. My dad has, so you know the little chlorinator tablet dispensers that you put in the pool and it kind of floats around?
Okay, yeah.
Well, my dad had one in his pool and it was a little duck. So the top of it was a duck, like a rubber ducky floating around your pool, but that's really your chlorine.
Gigantic duck. It's like this big.
Oh,
And
gotcha.
we've named it Gazinta because it goes into the pool. Gazinta. So my son made a big deal about that. And we got a little Gazinta that's a thermometer that tells temperature and whatever. But
That's cool.
it was kind of cool. And I got some a few other knickknacks and stuff from Josh, but that was,
Oh,
that
nice.
was pretty neat.
Nice.
Yeah, so good Father's Day. I had a
good.
good time.
And you got breakfast?
I got a hell of a good quiche.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Bacon, hash browns, eggs, cheese, lots of cheese.
I got to sleep until 11 o'clock in the morning.
Holy.
Hell yeah, that was nice. I went to bed the night before, like at midnight. It was a huge sleep. I was loving it.
Yeah, for my Father's Day breakfast, I had toast that I made, and then I had to make my son some too because he wanted some.
Of course. These Father's Day are more about you being the father, though, so it'll change.
Well, I don't have a significant other to kind of like tell
Remind
the kids,
them
hey,
and-
let's
yeah.
go. Hey, when your dad's at work, let's all do this. Let's make sure you do that. I don't have anybody.
You know,
like
Andrew's
that.
got a sister.
Yeah, the mythical
she's
sister.
She's pretty cute, and she's right up your style of woman. I
I
think.
got you. I hear you. But as
Well,
of now, I'm
Adam did
going
say
to
it was
rank
the
her up
best
there.
one he's had.
Yeah, it was by far. Andrea made this the best Father's Day I think I've
It's your
ever
special
ever
day.
had. Yeah.
Wait till
good.
your birthday next week.
Yeah.
That'll be a great story to hear.
Yeah, we should talk about that when we come back too. Let's take a quick break. Check out our sponsor. Oh, by the way, we're gonna get these guys in studio. So we went up to Smoke Rings the other day to get some more oils.
Yeah.
And we were talking to the guys in there, and a couple of them immediately subscribed to the podcast because they hadn't heard it yet. And one of the guys is gonna come in studio with us and shoot the shit and vape with us and
Cool.
just talk products and some of the stuff they've got in the shop. And I'm gonna try to order this new vape pen that I want to get, or new vape device atomizer, through him. So maybe hook me up with a discount or something. We'll see.
Cool.
But
Sounds good.
all right, we're gonna take a break. We will be right back in studio.
Once again, will the renegade master D4 damager, power to the people. Back once again, will the renegade master D4 damager, power to the people. Back once again, will the renegade master D4.
On behalf of Tack, Adam, and myself, the cast here at Living Podcariously is proud to announce we are partnering with Smoke Rings out of Merritt Square Mall in sunny Merritt Island, Florida.
That's right, Andrea. If you're looking for one of Central Florida's largest selection of oil, cigars, pipes, tobacco, and accessories for smoking and vaping, then Smoke Rings is the place to go.
Smoke Rings offers the latest products from oils to rigs. I bought my Kinger Subox from them, and it rocks.
By mentioning this ad, Smoke Rings is giving Living Podcariously listeners 10% off anything you purchase.
Also, check out smokeringsonline.com and click the e-cig link to learn some great facts about vaping.
At facebook.com/Smoke Rings Merritt Square, or give them a call at 321-453-1422.
There's something due any day. I want to know
You sound like a
as
prince.
soon as it shows.
He sounds
Let
just
me
like a
cannonball down
prince.
from the sky, gleaming its eye bright as a rose. What are you talking about?
I'm in love.
All right, welcome back to Living Podcariously. I think we're on episode 20 now, Tack, by the
I
way.
have no idea, but that's cool.
I'm pretty sure this is 20. I'll have to check, but I'm pretty sure we're at 20.
That's cool.
Of course, we would be at like 45 had we not rebooted
It's all
twice.
good.
But whatever.
We're good. We're good.
All right, so I had something funny happen, Tack. So since we moved into this new house, we've got a pool out back. So
Yeah.
guess what? Adam doesn't do pool maintenance.
No?
Andrea does it, but she's got a busy schedule anyway. She's full-time work and full-time mom. So
Especially
she's
this
busy.
time of year with all the weddings.
Yep. So she's
Oh, I
busy.
get
So
it.
I wanted to hire a pool company.
He says pool company. She says pool boy.
Yeah, well, she had a couple of
Tried.
choices. Let me
You're at work all day. That's here with the pool boy.
There was one. He was like
I'd do
2 or 3
maintenance.
pool boys in one body.
He looked like he ate the other pool boys because they were competition. Let's just put it that way. He had a big old belly. I mean, belly so big, a double XL shirt or whatever, it hung at the bottom of it, like below his gunt. Like it was a deep belly.
He was lots of pool boys in one.
So I called this company. So there was a company that managed this house before we moved in here. Okay. And they wanted to continue to manage it, but they were expensive. They were $89 a month. All right. Now, but that included all your chemicals, which would really cost probably $10 a month. Plus that scrubs and whatever. I don't want to sound like, oh, I have a pool and blah, blah, blah. I'm just.
This is Florida. A lot of people do.
It's part of moving into a new place. So, I called them and said, no, I got another company that's coming out. They're $59 a month. So unless you guys can match it, I'm going to go with this other company.
You made them fight to the death, didn't you?
Well,
there's a dead body out there.
It gets good. Yeah, it's buried under the pool. So the new company, I schedule them to start coming out and do their first visit was also going to be their first, treatment. And, they didn't show. It was a week and they didn't show.
What?
Well, I don't know if you know, but I don't know anything about a pool, and the pool was perfectly crystal clear blue the last visit from the pool guy. And as the week went on, it went a whole week without getting any chemicals or cleaning or anything. It started to get a little bit of, green tint to it.
Yeah.
And not like putrid green, but just you can tell the
missing
difference.
chlorine.
Pools are a lot of
You
maintenance.
needed chlorine.
I used to have one.
So I'm like, oh fuck. So I call up that company and I said, hey, where are you guys? Cause you guys are supposed to be out here last week and you haven't shown up. And, they said, oh, sorry, Mr. Poston, we'll get out there, as soon as we can. So 2 more days go by, still no visit. So I call up the guy who used to do the pool company and I said, all right, listen, I understand you're still more expensive, but I want you to come out and take a look at the pool and, give me a new estimate. So he comes out. Well, before I even get to that, in the meantime, Andrea wanted me to look up some other pool companies and find out the other prices and be competitive, do a good market analysis. So I'm kind of lazy and I just said, screw it. I've already got 2 companies scheduled to come out. I'm not going to do it. So she just started rattling off numbers. Call this guy, see how much he charges, have him come out. Call this guy.
So we got all these numbers.
I made like 5 phone calls. Turns out last Saturday comes around and I get a knock on the door, and it's the original pool guy.
Okay.
So he comes out, he looks at the pool, he goes, listen, it's not that bad. He goes, thank you for calling me back. And he gave me, a long talk about customer loyalty. Pretty much. I mean, he's like, look, he goes, we take this seriously and to lose a company or to lose a customer is big business for us.
He wasn't he was here for 40 minutes.
Yeah, we were out there talking a lot. We were talking about what to do with the pool too.
So while he's here.
Yeah. During his visit, up waddles, and I mean waddles. He might as well have laid on his belly and moved like a sea lion or a seal. This guy had to have been 350, maybe pushing 375. And as I'm finishing up with the older guy first, here comes this guy walking up with his chemical set. And I already told the other guy, I prepped him. I'm like, hey, the other guy, the other pool companies were going to come out here, but they haven't shown up. That's why I'm calling you back. So this guy comes up, and while I'm with the other pool guy, with his pool truck out front, so there's no question who it is, this big fat guy comes up to me, and I'm like, hey, he started to walk past me. I'm like, what can I do for you? Can I help you? He's like, yeah, I'm, Joe with whatever pool company. I'm not going to dog him out. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, all right, you guys are a week and 2 days late, but I'll be with you in just a minute. So I'll turn back to the original guy. I'm like, all right, so we'll see you Tuesday, right? So the other guy, pool guy, I send him on his way. I'm like, all right, I'll see you Tuesday. He's like, yeah, sure thing. So I go back to the other guy and he's being a pain in the ass. At the same time that he's there, here comes the third pool guy, which is a young kid that owns his own business. He's a very, young up and comer and he wants the business. He is the pool boy.
That's my pool boy.
And,
that's the one she called.
That is the one I called.
Yeah. And so those two were out there measuring and looking at stuff, and I'm sure they were all confused. And I just kind of laid it on the line. I'm like, look, I'm competing you guys with each other. So, there's the bottom line. You guys are less expensive than they are. And, I'm going to ask why later. But I ended up hiring the most expensive guy anyway. So
even though I said we could just do it ourselves.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I got a blue pool right now. So I'm happy with that.
Well, you also have Gazenta in there working.
Gazenta's working. Yeah, that's true. Gazenta is working. So yeah, I almost had a Royal Rumble, pool net fighting going on out back.
A little game show going on.
I tried to schedule it that way. I mean, it worked out good. I had all the pool boys lined up at once, all around the pool measuring. That way I could just look out my window and see which one I liked the best.
Did you have a rose to take to each one?
Bachelor number 1.
I did, but then Adam kicked them all out and kept the old guy.
Pool boy number 1. If I was scum at the bottom of the pool, how would you get rid of me?
If I was laying out in my lawn chair on my stomach and my
Topless.
bikini top was undone, would you make a loud noise so I jumped up? And what kind of noise would that be?
Well, first,
This is a dude that was pretty close. You have no idea.
That would be his voice. I like it.
first, so I can't even think right now.
Oh, I was thinking I should pull my shirt down to see what you would make the guy say. So we get like a full visual.
I like this idea.
But my dress doesn't go.
Oh, of course not.
Well, it's a dress. Just pull it up from the bottom.
Oh. Yeah.
That's how this game works.
I'm a redhead, not a blonde.
You have some pretty interesting facts about redheads. You want to do that now, or you want to do that later?
Oh, I didn't write them down.
Oh, I thought it was going to be part of your bit
It
tonight.
wasn't on your list, so I.
Oh, snap.
You add to the list. That's when I read it to you. Say, hey, we should add this. All right. So anyway, yes, that was my pool boy experience, Tack.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was all right.
It's fun.
Yeah, kind of sucks. It's just another bill, but yeah, whatever. I did see my first launch out beside the pool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
That was,
it was-
the SpaceX one?
Yep.
That we just did?
Yeah, SpaceX Dragon, whatever the hell. I don't remember which number it is, but yeah, it was pretty cool. It wasn't noisy as much as I was hoping for, like the Ares, or was it the Ares? Atlas? Whatever the big one was. The Delta Heavy.
The heavy one.
Yeah,
the one up
that shook pretty good here, but I wasn't watching. This one I actually went out there and watched from the pool, and
When was
it was
this?
cool. Wednesday of last week
Yeah.
at like 12:55 or something like
We
that.
were like, because they didn't even shut down us, like, at all. So we thought we were like, we seem a little close for this launch, especially for being a heavy, but whatever. It was, we were great. We weren't that far away at all. We just watched it from wherever. It was awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I must have the blow dryer going. I didn't hear it or anything.
No, you slept through that one. The
At
SpaceX one.
12:55 Wednesday.
SpaceX?
Maybe
or
it wasn't that one. Maybe it was earlier than that. But yeah, you were here. You just slept through it.
I was talking about the ULA one. That's what I was talking about.
No,
That was the
last
Delta
Wednesday
Heavy.
I had an
Yeah.
early appointment.
What?
Last Wednesday, I had an early appointment.
Okay. Living on the Space Coast, we kind of have the luxury of growing up and seeing that space program firsthand. A couple of other places around the U.S. have, where NASA has some locations as well, but very, very few of those have any kind of launching system. I know Texas has a launch and Virginia has a launch, but very seldom do they use them. They usually use Kennedy Space Center. So we've had the benefit and the luxury. How long have you lived on the Space Coast?
Most of my life, off and on, since like 87.
Andrea, you've been here since
2000.
Oh, okay, 2000. All right. For some reason, I thought you were still in school here. Okay. So you've seen a lot of launch. You were still here when shuttle was taking off, so you got to see some shuttles take off.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Yeah, my ex-husband actually worked for this shuttle program. He was actually developing.
That's cool. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding. You're talking about your
Okay,
ex.
that's the second time that happened. 2 conversations in a row.
Who paints this? Does your ex paint this?
I'm
this
done
picture?
here.
She did it so well.
Just kidding, Andrea. I'm just kidding.
She was picking on you because you're talking about your ex. I mean, he was.
Because nobody,
I was talking about the shuttle.
nobody ever talks about their ex on the
That's
show.
true. That's true. That was very insensitive of me. I'm sorry. Continue, Adam.
Jesus Christ. No, you guys weren't here in '86 when the Challenger exploded. You were attacked though, right? Did you see the
didn't happen in
Challenger?
I was like
86, but
88, 87?
I was in kindergarten.
no, you're talking like, that was like 82, 83.
Oh yeah, you're right. I was in second
was
grade, so
not
84.
I was learning
not
to
here
walk.
during that Challenger.
Yeah, you're 2 years younger than me. I was in second grade when it happened. I saw that live in person. And it was important because it had a teacher on it. And
I mean, I remember it vaguely, but I mean, I was in the middle of like losing my first tooth and stuff. I didn't understand any of it.
well, Tack, your buddy, your good old pal and buddy Elon Musk is up to some,
It was 86. You're right. Sorry.
was it 86?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Your boy Elon Musk is up to some new things, by the way.
He's always up to stuff, man.
Yes, he is. So this is all public information. Elon Musk is now announcing he has plans, not just that he's, wanting to do this, but he has laid plans for sending the first Dragon, which is their vehicle,
Right.
to Mars in 2018.
Yeah.
And then that's going to initiate a series of cargo missions. The initial series of missions are going to go one every 26 months from Earth to Mars to
well,
deliver
his
cargo
plan
and
is
supplies.
10-year plan to occupy Mars. So,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Are you signing up? You're going to be an astronaut?
No, I've got kids. I can't do that.
This
I wonder
is
if I could do their hair.
I'm sure.
the astronauts' hair?
Yeah, before they
Would
go.
they be astronauts or would they be Martians?
All of it. Everything. I mean, they could take my card up with them, and
Why don't you just sponsor the shuttle and put a card logo on the side?
I mean, I could be I forgot the whole word. What would it be? A galactic hairstylist.
Intergalactic planetary.
Planetary.
Yeah, that excites the hell out of me. I am
Right.
really looking forward to, especially having my son growing up and seeing those types of missions kicking off again and having something so, something to be proud of. I mean, we've been so far behind the rest of the world in space exploration in the last 7 years that, it's time for us to get back out in front again. It's embarrassing, to be quite honest. Best country in the world. Oh well, so much for that.
Well, we're good. We're getting there. We're getting it back.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't
Do we need to stand
forget
up?
the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I proudly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I
Wait.
love this land. God bless the USA.
Play ball. You liked the jet flyby, didn't you?
I was like, what are you doing? Oh,
Oh dear.
This is a better show this week. We need to do that same thing every week.
every week we have to do that.
Yes, done.
I'll do my cymbal crash, and he does the jet flyby.
So keeping on the track with NASA a little bit, Tack, did you know NASA has now announced that there is another object that is orbiting Earth other than our moon?
Please don't tell me it's a Black Knight. Please don't tell me it's a Black Knight.
No. This is a legitimate object that has been discovered that is orbiting our planet just a little bit outside the radius of the moon.
Oh, you're talking about a natural body? Yeah. Okay. What?
Celestial body.
Thank
yeah.
you.
It's
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, technically it's called a mini moon or a quasi-satellite, and it's called asteroid 2003 YN107, if that matters. But that is now orbiting our planet, and it's very, very young. They estimate that it's only been in the orbit of our planet for less than 100 years. So very, very recently, yes.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's small. I mean, it's not like a moon-sized object you can't see with your naked eye. But
Right.
if you were to go out, you
So
could
it doesn't
definitely see
even
it.
have that round shape yet.
No. It's too small. It won't. It's not heavy enough to hold its own.
Right. I think it has to be 500 miles. I think to
I
start
think it
forming
depends
that
on
round.
what it's made of to really have that gravitational pull. But it's got a really odd ellipse orbit around us. But they've got it. We have 2 moons, Andrea.
Awesome.
You want
cool.
to see 2 moons?
I love moons. Let's go. Come on, guys.
Don't worry, Tack. Mine makes up for 1.5.
Let me
at
get
least.
my roses out so I can judge the best moon.
Your roses.
So I can pin the rose on the best moon.
Oh,
We don't,
Bachelor.
yeah, stick it in that
with your
the
teeth.
vase, if you will.
With teeth first.
Rose in the vase.
This past weekend, Tack, on Saturday, Andrea did something really special. She invited me to this, and I want your opinion when we go through the whole story of if I should have gone or if I shouldn't have gone.
I don't know if it's a whole story.
But what?
I don't know if it would be called a whole story.
Well, it's not, just the event itself.
Well, you make it sound like it's super exciting.
It was pretty exciting for you. You did a lot of.
I did,
you
yes.
accomplished
I had a blast.
I was super proud.
But
I was super
wanted
proud of
him
her.
to go. I work for Brett Allen's salon, and Brenda's son, Ben, has his own salon, Benjamin Kyle in Cocoa Village, and he was doing his first annual summer hair and fashion show. So I invited Adam to go. I mean, originally invited him to go because I was doing hair for this show. And
Right.
I'm doing updos, and I wanted him to, it's like, you go see your kids do their shows. This is like, come see my show to go
Yeah,
see
of
it.
course.
But he's like, I'm not interested in that. But it's a whole big black and white party. They had a DJ with music. They had a band play.
What's a black and white party?
Everyone dresses in black and white.
You have to bring a opposite race.
There was food, there were drinks, there was everything. It was this big party, VIP section. I mean, he put on a fantastic party. But Adam's like, it's not my thing.
Well, sort of. So she invited me and said it's a fashion show. That was where it began, and then I'm doing hair for the girls for the fashion show. So I, in my mind, I saw her backstage before these girls get dressed, doing their hair and sending them out, which I would never be allowed back there.
Right,
so,
you'd just be standing around outside going, "Oh, look at that model's hair! I bet she did hers."
Or I would, if I was allowed in the back, I would be the creep guy standing in the corner with his arms crossed and his cell phone camera peeking up above her.
No, I worked all day. I worked in 2 salons back and forth. So I sat there. I was out there watching it. I was having
cool.
a lemonade at that time.
Lemonade.
Yeah.
Lemonade.
But
That cool, refreshing drink.
I sent a message to one of her girlfriends sent me a message. One of Andrea's girlfriends sent me a message and said, "Hey, are you at the fashion show?" I'm like, "Nah, it's not really my thing. It's just a bunch of skinny bitches thinking they're better than everybody else." And I said, "You guys have Kiana at the shop for that anyway, so."
Love you, Kiki.
Oh, she ain't gonna hear this. She doesn't listen to this stuff. It's a podcast. She's way too young for
I'll
that.
tell her you talked bad about her. She'll listen to it.
Done. You hear that, Kiana? Talking bad about you.
But he really would have, it was nothing like that. It was really good. I mean, tons of men there too. It wasn't anything like you think.
Stop it.
There's
Tons of women, tons of
Where's my
bikinis. There were prizes. There was,
That's cool.
it was fun. It was a big party. And then after the girls walked by, then the whole floor turned into a big dance thing. So you had all of those models
Once
up
again,
there dancing.
check my phone.
Oh, no. We sent you a message. You were busy Saturday. You were doing stuff.
So-
Either you were working or you were doing stuff with your kids. One or the other.
It would be like a private club where all there are a bunch of models to dance with.
What?
A private club
party?
where all that there would be is a bunch of models to dance with?
Like it's a no one else can go in there. It's not your typical nightclub, but all the models are there dancing.
How do you get in? How do you break into a dance? Because the models will have somebody else that they're with, like, for example, their selfie phone. So how do you properly break into a selfie picture of a bunch of models dancing?
You
on the
walk
dance
up with
floor?
me because I did their hair, and they're like, "Oh, Andrea," and then you get right in there.
Is that what you would want me to do?
And he didn't want to go.
Would you want me to get right in there?
If you would have went, you would never know. Now will you?
Oh, sure.
You'll never know.
So I didn't want to go.
Gotcha.
Right. Wasn't really my thing. I didn't want to stay out late that night. So should I have gone or not?
No, to support her, but
Yeah, when it was put that way, I kind of feel like a dick. I don't feel like a dick for not going and partying. I do feel like a dick for not supporting you. So I'm sorry. for that.
yeah. As far as for the going out and partying, nah.
I was
that's
home.
not worth
I
it.
was home by 11.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I mean, there's no way he would have known that. He probably didn't know what you'd be doing. Like, what he imagined, that's what I would have thought would have been happening too. And did you tell him what you were exactly going to be doing?
I didn't really know.
He had no idea, right?
But I
that's
knew
what
it
I'm
would
assuming.
be a party. I tried to talk him into that.
Right.
But that was the first, it was an annual, so I'm thinking there's going to be one next year. So.
Oh, yeah. So I'm sure he'll probably go next year.
Tack, you're my boy. I'm gonna cry.
And if you don't go, you'll go with me, Tack, next year.
Yep.
You'll be
Yeah.
my date.
Yep.
Well, he could have a girlfriend by then. I can't keep a straight face saying that. No, I'm just kidding.
She's invited
Hilarious.
too. There's no reason the 3 of us can't go have a great time.
Oh, wait, 3? Oh, you leaving me out? I'll stay home and play video
It's
games.
Tack's
Let's see how it is.
girlfriend.
That's a good point.
That's right. She's my girlfriend. I love her.
Yeah.
Well,
You already love her?
I don't know if I love her yet, but you know.
But you might.
Pretty sure you will, though.
I might.
But it's not going to bother me because I'll be the third wheel. So, that's the way it's supposed to go for threesomes, right?
Yes.
You're not in the couple.
No, my new girlfriend she's totally down with.
She's
threesome.
cool with it, so
Yeah,
it'll work.
threesome.
All right,
Yeah.
next year we're going to
Yeah.
the Benjamin Kyle's party together.
I heard you say threesome in there.
Yeah, she's down with threesomes. So
Well,
if you
she's
wanted
also all right. Well,
cool.
if you want to catch us next year at the party, we'll be the ones on stage that you want to watch.
Oh, all right.
And that's the end of my
She-
fashion show talk.
She almost got us a sponsor out of that, by the way, and a secondary sponsor for vape.
Almost all we got to do is go talk to him.
Yeah, we're gonna go see this person in Cocoa Village.
That's cool.
Yeah, very, very cool. And I'm gonna do my best, and get Brenda with Brent Allen to sponsor as well.
We might
cool.
talk to Ben and get Benjamin Kyle also.
So we might make a trip and do a portable podcast, take our equipment and go do one from her place.
That's cool.
Maybe while actually, this would be really funny. We could put Tack down on like a massage bed and get him to be getting a massage.
Okay.
Right, Jeremy?
Yes.
No.
Or we could
Connie.
switch it out. We could put Connie in first and then switch out Jeremy halfway through.
You want Connie?
I don't know.
She's a little bit mighty.
Who does the scrubs?
Sure.
Who would put him in the bed, the machine, and like wash him?
Jeremy.
Jeremy would do that?
Yeah. Or Connie. Or Cindy.
Or Marsha.
Marsha.
Actually, I really like this idea. So that could be, Brenda would probably like this as well. So we could go to each one of the stations and have something happen. So Tack could get his haircut at 1, and we could kind of talk about that a little bit and be having you mic'd up as well so you can talk back to us. Then we could take him over and have his nails done, have his toes done.
What's that?
You're getting a full spa treatment?
Petty Manny.
Who's paying for this?
Well, if Brenda wants this on air, because it would be pretty much a whole fucking episode on that, this would be talking about all the things that they offer, and we could have Tack as the guinea pig getting like little treatments, not a full package. But I'm thinking all of it. So massage,
Bikini
facial
wax?
Oh, bikini wax. Yes.
What?
Yes.
No.
All right, so we'll do a back wax for you. How about that?
I don't really have any
Bikini
hair.
wax?
All right, it's going to have to be bikini then.
No, I'm all
And
set.
Brazilian at that.
Brazilian
Right
wax.
in the ass.
Yes,
Oh my
because
God,
we just
no.
learned this new thing at the hair show with this new speed waxing with this like new kind of foil and all this new kind of stuff.
It's not happening.
You can just take the wax and like all over
Oh, God.
and take it off. And it's awesome.
Jeez.
What else? What else could we have done there? So facial.
I've had a facial before.
I bet you have.
Body scrub, body wrap, spray tan, pedicures,
Spray tan.
manicures.
Oh, we got to do a spray tan for Tack.
It's a fake bake. It's an airbrush. So you're standing there and
understand.
it's a hand done.
And
Wow.
that means that whoever's doing it has to reach in and pick up your junk and spray underneath.
You do have to ask people to pick up, like their stomach sometimes.
Really?
Things like that. So, yeah, because you don't want there'll be a.
Can I go in to get
So
a...
they're like, can you pick that up, pick that up, pick that up?
Can I go in the spray tan and leave tape in the shape of abs on my stomach?
Yes, you could.
Awesome.
But that would look really weird.
I'd be all right with it. All right. So anyway, we'll talk to Brenda about doing that. I think it'd be a cool sponsor to have her. Cause she's really fun. Dude, she parties all the time. I think having that as a sponsor would be a really cool thing for us.
She knows
cool.
a lot of people.
But,
Cool.
All right. So anyway, let's take another break and
Okay.
then, let's come back. I don't necessarily have anything else to talk about unless you guys do. I
I
know Andrea
have
has.
a lot of questions for the diary.
I know the diary is going to be loaded though.
Okay.
We missed out on like last week's. I had that extra stuff, and then I got poured in with tons of questions. So
Nice.
I'm gonna
She got poured in.
chew you guys up with questions.
Okay.
All right. Well, we will be right back after this.
I can feel my face when I'm with you. But I love it. But I love it. Oh, I can feel my face when I'm with you. But I love it. But I love it.
Hey, you working with some cash, yeah. Cash, yeah. 100,000 on the dash, yeah. Dash, yeah. All the ladies shake your fast, yeah. Fast, yeah. Now vogue on it.
All right, welcome back to Living Podcariously, and something special for the listeners. We get a lot of rave reviews on this Tack, so we're going to roll with this,
All right.
whether you like it or not. So now featuring Tack's Facebook Minute.
And now for the news. Feed. Okay, so our friend Katie, she's got pictures of her and a lemur. It's cute. Then my friend Sarah, she posted some meme that's got well, let's move on to that. I have a little problem with her post the other day. She posted a picture of her in a bikini, and I liked it, and I went, wow, and then she was like, you're not allowed to, like, tell me how good I look, because I get in trouble. I'm like, I'm not allowed to tell you how good you look? Like, that's stupid. And so she was like, yeah. But, then my other friend Amy, she posted a picture of her son. He's kind of a newborn, so yeah. Crystal, she says happy summer solstice. And she's out on the beach and she got beach pictures.
She Asian?
Did I say it like that? Let's see. Switching down. Let's see here. My buddy KL, he's got a new music video out, and so he posted that. Congratulations on him. It's just nothing, man. It's kind of a boring Facebook minute. I mean, not for me, because these are all my friends, But
a lot
it's
of
not exciting for
girlfriends.
We want to hear about your friends. Tell us about your friends, Tab.
Okay, well, my friend Sarah once again posted a meme that says, "Find a girl who let you get married by Batman." It's Batman doing the ceremony. Silly. Jeez. Oh, and then we got Jessica, who's part of the Beers Up podcast. She's got a picture of it just says, "This guy." She's got a picture of a guy on a motorcycle. I don't know who it is. It's not her boyfriend. I don't know who that guy is. But
That's this guy.
it's this guy, not that guy. It's this guy. It's not Toby, so I don't know. Laura posted something that's too long, so I won't read it. You ever look at those posts and you're just like, "Ooh, nope, not today." Like, no. Oh, let's see. God, there's this. Whoa, okay, well, this is interesting. My friend Alex, he posted a weird picture. I'll let you guys just kind of look at it. It's this guy wearing a koala mask, sort of. Got a koala on his face. I don't know. Happy solstice once again. No. Well, my friend Tasha, not my kid's mom, but this other friend named Tasha, she says 6 more days until her vacation. So that's cool. I actually work with her. I didn't know she was going on vacation. Thanks for telling me. Wonder where she's going. My friend Jen, she says, "Do any of my friends know anyone looking for a nanny type job?" I don't know what a nanny job is, but that's anything like never mind. Sounds dirty. That's, should I put that? Should I put... Is a nanny job like kind of like a handy? I don't know. Like... There's just, okay, here we go. Sarah, she's so dramatic. There's so many dramatic posts here. This one says, it looks like the cover of, like, what's that? The salt chick with the... Anyway, and it's a shirt that says, "Don't be a..."
TLC?
What the fuck?
It pours.
What the hell is wrong
Salt
with you
and
guys?
pepper?
What is...
No, the salt thing
gotcha,
is when
gotcha.
it rains, it pours.
Oh, is that what that means? Look at confusion on your face. Sure. Anyway, it says, "Don't be a salty bitch," is what it says. That's silly. Oh man, this is just not exciting. Oh my goodness. I just got nothing. I don't know, guys. I feel like I let you down today. I didn't let you down today. My friends let me down today.
And that's that tax Facebook minute.
That was terrible.
That's all right. Can't win them all, buddy. Maybe we should show prep some Facebook posts and save them up.
Yeah, maybe so.
You want to look at mine instead? Maybe you should look at someone else's.
Wait, what are we talking about?
That'd be funny.
Maybe we'll do that next
You
week.
should look at someone else's Facebook page.
Peering into the inner thoughts and expressions of men. Women submit questions for Adam and Tack to get brutal, honest admissions. We call this the Guyry. Guyry? Really? Is that the best we could come up with?
All right, guys, I have lots of questions that were submitted this time for our Guyry.
Okay.
Oh,
We kind of had a little less, so they all kind of backpiled. So I'm going to hit you guys all at once.
Hit me with your best shot.
I hope you're ready for all of this. I have to
I
give
got
you...
a funny story about that.
Oh,
Sorry.
what, hitting me with your best shot?
Yeah.
Hit me with your
Yeah.
best shot.
With that song. Sorry. I
Come
didn't mean to
on
interrupt.
Oh, go right ahead,
Just real
Tack.
quick. When I was a kid, you know, that song was popular and on the radio. Hit me with your best shot, you know, fire. Okay, you know the song.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, every time that song came on the radio and I was in the car with my mom, I always tried to talk over that song because I didn't want her hearing that song and going, "That's right, you guys need shots. Let's get you over to the clinic and get your shot." Like it was going to remind her or something, you know. I was a
so
military
cute.
brat. We used to get shots a lot. So,
No more shots.
Anyway,
for
funny
Tat.
story. Yeah, go ahead.
Nice.
No shots tonight. But I
Okay.
do have some questions. I don't know if they'll be as painful.
We'll see.
All right, this one's from Carol, Florida.
What up, Carol?
Hey, Carol.
What are guys most insecure about in bed?
In bed.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Wow, y'all are stumped.
No, though there's a bunch of things you could say. Some are more obvious than others. So when it comes to sex, the only insecurity that I have is, I guess, I'd like to make sure that the other person has their experience before I do. I guess it wouldn't really be an insecurity, though.
No.
What am I insecure about?
Well, I don't want to, like, because I've said in the past that I've had problems by going too long. So,
And I've also got too big of a dick, and my tongue is too good.
no, trust me, it's a bad thing. And I guess I get concerned that that's not going to happen. You know what I mean? Have you ever had it where, like, you're going at it and then it just feels weird? Like, almost to the point where you just can't do it?
Like you're just bored?
No.
Like you can't erupt? You can't have an orgasm?
No. Like, just something about it when it's just hitting funny. Like, it doesn't matter what position. It's acting weird. It's acting like...
Really?
This is it.
It's like ED where you're losing some flow down there?
No. Nothing like that.
Or is it because the girl is just looking bored and just like...
No. It's not an emotional thing. It's
No. Tack
strictly
usually
physical.
Tack usually has them, not asphyxiated. No, what's the term where you put the chloroform on their mouth and knock them out? They're usually unconscious
Rape?
anyway. But
I don't know. No, like, it's all physical. It's nothing to do with the emotions or anything. It's all physical where it just feels funny to where, like, it's not productive.
Maybe it's getting too dry down there?
No.
No?
No, it's strictly on this end.
no, I can't say that I've ever had that come up. I've had issues where in the past where, nothing was going to erupt from me. I wasn't going to hit my climax at all. But I could continue to do my thing and just go just fine. But I was never gonna finish. I've had exhaustion moments in there where should I've even come close to passing out from just pure exhaustion. I don't know.
But that doesn't explain what you're most insecure about.
True that. I guess my ass. I don't, look,
God, no, yeah.
it back there.
I
is,
back out of rooms. If I gotta go to the bathroom, to get my hot washcloth, I back into the bathroom. I just do something to where it's like, I'll be back. Kick and shoot little guns at her. I'll be back.
There's a reason that, the ass is on the backside of the guy so we don't see it ourselves.
What are you so insecure about it?
I don't know. It's just, look.
What is it?
Women have beautiful bodies. Men's bodies are, unless you're a model, it's a train wreck. And it ain't pretty back there.
I don't know if you know that.
Same with a woman. Unless you're a model, you feel like you're a train wreck back there.
No. That's sexual. That's a very, very sexual body part for a woman. So
that's where all the cellulite happens. That's where we get all our extra junk going on back there. We don't.
Why do you think
We're
twerking's so popular?
Because their pants are still on.
Not always.
That's
But,
true.
all right.
But those girls are perfect.
So our
The ones
asses.
you see in the videos.
When I like
But the
to have
ones you see in the videos are all perfect. But the majority of us do not have perfect
my
asses.
favorite ass in
Man or
Hollywood.
woman.
My favorite ass in Hollywood does not have a perfect ass by anyone's design, and it's cellulite. Iggy Azalea. Oh my God, it's a beautiful
I've never
rear end.
seen that not Photoshopped.
I'd have to look it up. I don't even know.
Just do a.
I thought
Iggy.
she had nothing. I thought it was perfect. No cellulite. Just
No.
perfect.
She got a big ass. How do you think that big of an ass ain't gonna have cellulite? It definitely does.
I
No,
don't
she
know. That's
probably
what
has.
I always wondered.
She probably has a lot of Photoshop photos, but when you watch one of her music videos with
Because
it
we
moving,
have to live up to all of these perfect non-cellulite asses that we see in the
Not
photos.
to me. Not to
and
me.
that gives you insecurities because you're like, well,
I don't
my
care if
ass
I have
doesn't look
cellulite
like
back there or
that.
not for an insecurity for a man. My insecurity with my ass is I know what goes on at that end of my body, and I do not want you anywhere near it. So that's my insecurity.
You know, the same thing happens to most people. Not me, though.
That's Iggy. Yeah.
I don't see anything but perfectness.
It's a little big for me.
Yeah. Well, I knew it would be big for you.
Yeah.
You want a girl with
That's who
a 9-year-old's
he
ass.
thinks he's going to leave me for.
Is that thing nice? Oof. Just bury my face. Okay. Next question.
Nice. Okay. Number 2. This is from Natasha from Florida.
For our, by the way, for our last emailer, Carol, don't go into the light.
That's Carol Ann.
Close enough. You don't know what her middle name is.
Natasha from Florida wants to know, when do guys view a relationship as serious?
Oh my God.
Oh, there's a lot of ways to judge this. Does she have a toothbrush that she leaves at your house? Does she have a spare set of clothes at your house as well? Does she leave things like lipstick or deodorant or any other device, anything in the shower? What that's doing is sending messages to other girls that she's claiming her territory. When she introduces you to her parents or her very close friends.
Okay,
You're
wait a minute.
describing things that girls do.
When
Yes.
I showed up at your house, there was already a toothbrush and women's stuff in your bathroom.
Not only did I have a toothbrush, I had 2 toothbrushes from 2 different girls at my house. Yes. One was an ex-wife. One was an ex-girlfriend. Well, technically, current girlfriend at the time. Well, no, it wasn't even a girlfriend. Girl I was dating at the time.
She wishes.
So it was serious?
So did that make it serious though?
That made me think she was trying to make it serious. Yes.
Well, that's what she was doing.
It
but
says,
the
when do
question
guys
is,
view a relationship
when
as
do we
serious?
see it as serious?
And
Well,
when
I
they
usually-
leave a toothbrush and they leave stuff in your bathroom, you said then that made it serious.
Yeah, that makes the relationship
So
serious.
it was serious.
It's serious if they're doing that, and I don't think it's serious. That's serious. You got a serious problem.
A serious problem.
Yeah.
So a barrier for me is acceptance. Even though I don't need acceptance by my friends or family, but my friends or family accepting my girl into my social circle and my family circle is incredibly important to me. If I don't want to say it's like a test, but it is. If the girl passes those tests and is accepted, then that makes me feel even a stronger connection to her. So I think after that happens, then it becomes, to me, it takes it to the next step and makes it more of a serious, potential, very long-term relationship.
And then when do you bring out the engagement ring?
I knew we were going somewhere like that. What number are we on? We're on show 20 or something like that? Let's start talking about right around show number 200.
Okay, yeah, sure. I will be asking you that question about the girl you're dating around that time. That would be great.
Because it'll be some other girl?
Yes.
Okay.
I would say when he asked her to move in.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Living together is a very
Living together is
serious.
serious.
Yes, I would think so too.
You wouldn't just live with somebody you're just dating. So
Yeah, you wouldn't get a house together with someone if you weren't serious.
correct.
Or a puppy. I think getting a pet. If you get a pet
Meh,
together.
that could be.
Tack, are we talking about some specific relationship here?
No, I'm talking about in general. But if you get a pet together with someone, that's a serious thing.
Absolutely.
To some people maybe not. But
that's-
living together, that's pretty universal. I think. But then again, this is my.
Of course.
I think getting a pet together is serious, but some people may not. Some people think pets are just disposable. So
Oh.
I
Well,
don't
then they're
think
with the
so.
wrong girl if they get it for the one who doesn't. Oh, or they're not. They might get extra bonus points by giving it to that girl. It's like, oh, it's so sweet. And they're like, yeah, because you're keeping it when I leave.
yeah, that's your animal, not mine.
Yeah, get away from him, girls. Number 3. This is from Jessica from North Carolina.
Ooh, Jessica.
Do guys with small penises know they have small penises?
I don't know. Not us, Tack. No.
I have no idea. I don't know.
No? You guys don't know?
We don't know how to answer this question.
Do you know any guys with small penises that might know they have one?
Lack of evidence to substantiate conversation here, I think, right?
Well, you guys might have friends that have talked about it, you know.
Well, I mean, I know. I mean, what?
Right?
No. Do they? So what was the actual question? Guys with small penises know they have small penises? Yes. So it's pretty common, universal or average sizes. In fact, I don't remember what college it was, but they just did another study on international averages. And they even excluded a couple of countries because those couple of countries bring the average way, way, way down because of the quantity of people that are in those countries. But, yeah, so men
what's
know
the
that.
average now?
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear.
What's the new average?
5.25 is
Are
the
you
new
kidding?
average.
That's the average?
That's average. International average. If they included the 2 Asian countries that they left out, it would drop below 5.
Where do they start
I've
measuring
had good
from?
luck in my life then.
Where do they start measuring from?
The toes.
Let's see. Our next question is from Ashley in Florida.
All right.
Oh,
What's-
Ashley. That was an ex-girlfriend of
You
mine.
guys like these names, don't you? Or is
Yeah, we
it the
do.
way I say
Well, you're
it?
naming like chicks I've dated.
Me too.
So I'm, like,
I dated an Ashley. You just
concerned
saw a picture of her.
I did. His
I'm, like,
high school
concerned this is them.
sweetheart. All right. So Ashley wants to know what screams high maintenance to a guy when you first meet him.
No job.
I was actually thinking the opposite. I was thinking too controlling.
That's high maintenance.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. It depends on the situation. High maintenance could mean a couple of things. Somebody who's got a taste for, shopping and expensive things, to a girl who is incredibly needy all the time and needs attention, affection, everything.
There you go. Needy and
But
having
when
no
you
job.
first meet her, though, like if you're just somewhere and you just see her, would you think, oh, that girl's high maintenance without knowing her?
I guess it would have to be.
Expectations of chivalry. Now, I understand chivalry is needed to be given by a man. Holding of doors, opening a car door, offering to pick up the check, things like that. Expectations of that coming out of the girl when I first meet her are immediately going to tell me she either has incredibly high standards or she's needy of something.
It's interesting how he goes to chivalry and I go to money. So, I mean, I'm not saying he's wrong or I'm wrong. I'm just saying.
That's our own individual perspectives of it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I see, like, a girl can be, like, monetarily, what's the word?
No, not that monetarily driven. Monetarily driven.
What is the word that you're asking about?
Meticulous.
High maintenance. They can be monetarily
Supercalifragilistic.
high maintenance, but if they have their own job and they can afford it all that, then I have no issues.
So if you
But-
saw them, they're wearing like Prada, Gucci, and
Right.
all this fancy stuff.
right,
you would know
they're
what
not
those were?
necessarily.
Whoa,
high
stop.
maintenance.
How would TAC ever know if
That's
it's
what I
Prada?
just said. How would you know
Right,
what those
I
were?
don't-
I wouldn't know Prada from Payless.
wouldn't either.
I'm surprised I know Prada's a shoe.
So when you met me, did you think anything about that about me?
But you being high maintenance? Mm-hmm. No. I thought, let's lay it completely honest here. When I first met you, so when I was getting to know you for the first couple of weeks,
boy.
I thought you were fake. So and I shit you not, TAC, this is seriously what I thought. I thought that my other girls that I had pissed off and upset and just demoralized is a bad choice of words. I never did that. But that I have so many of these people that are angry. I thought and I knew Andrea had done like 25 shows up at the Playhouse, so she's a thespian. I thought they paid money and hired an actress to play the part of my girlfriend, make me fall in love and break my heart. I thought it was a Hollywood sitcom, or not sitcom, but a Hollywood,
the Truman Show.
rom-com happening in my life. I thought they hired Andrea to play the part, make me fall in love with her, and she was going to break my heart. So they would all get even. I really thought it, dude.
That'd
I
be
was
a good
paranoid.
story,
It was weird.
And your mom was in on it.
What would I do to make that
Yeah.
happen? Yeah, with your mom in on it.
Well, that's the only part I couldn't put together.
What would I do that made you even think that?
You would just seem too perfect. I know that
I
sounds
was
mushy.
gonna say because he thinks you're too perfect.
I know that sounds mushy, but it didn't seem real. Your emotions are so warm that it felt like it could be a put on. And it wasn't. I was happily surprised. Of course, maybe the game is still on. Maybe the game's afoot.
It's like the Dumb and Dumber 2 where he like did the comment stuff
20
for
years.
20
Yeah.
years. Like 30 years from now, like kids, grandkids, I'll be like,
Yeah.
totally fooled you.
I have a lot of mad girls in my repertoire.
See, I don't. I leave nicely.
Well, so I thought I did too, but I guess you're not allowed to break up with a girl. Guess this
I'm
is
still
what happens.
break up. I just do it properly and correctly, and
Should have been
in a
around
nice
my life a year and a half ago to help
I
me
can
with
teach
some
you
of
how to
that.
break up, man.
I don't need to
I didn't
now.
even think you were a girlfriend, boyfriend. I didn't think y'all were a couple.
We weren't. I wasn't girlfriend, boyfriend with any of them, except for one, and that was only for a week. And it was
A week? That's like
Yes.
in 5th grade.
no, you don't understand. This girl put pressure on me to commit before I was ready to commit. She was started giving me a hard
She
time and
wouldn't
say,
sleep with him unless you.
"No." She slept,
Yes.
slept on my first date, but she wanted
First mistake.
she wanted a commitment out of me, and she tried forcing my hand, and then was fake upset at me, or maybe she was real upset. I don't know. And I changed my Facebook status. That was a big thing. I had to change, drama. And
Wow, you asked me and I said, nope, you end it with everyone else. And then you asked me.
yeah, so it worked just the opposite. I got gamed by her when we first got together. And I said, would you like to be my girlfriend? When I said that, it was, I've been waiting to hear that, but you got to kick this girl out of your life. You got to kick this girl out, this girl, and this
never won.
4 girls. And then maybe, but you got to do that first to show me you're
Maybe.
interested in committing. I texted him all that day.
I'm not going to
He
beg
said,
some
hey,
guy.
I need you out of my life, maybe.
I'm not
I'll
going
let
to
you
beg
know.
some guy to be my boyfriend. They got to want it, and they're going to give me all of them for me to give them everything I have to
gotcha.
offer.
2 of those girls that I sent messages to received it very well. They knew that I was honest with all of them, saying I was dating other people.
Right.
2 of them received it very well and said, I understand. Good luck. If something changes, let me know. That kind of thing.
Right.
The other 2 went off, and one in particular went off the fucking deep end, dude. Stalking me, driving by my house, seeing what car it was, trying to figure out who it was. Ooh, it was not good.
So moving on to number
On that fun, upbeat note.
5.
Bitches be crazy, Tack.
They don't ever do that to me. I don't know.
Yeah, well, you should call his exes.
You want a couple of they're
You
sweet
can
girls.
experience that drama too. All for the low, low price of.
The Tack, they're very sweet, but none of them are Andrea.
I know.
So sweet.
She's got a sister, right?
She's got a sister, Tack.
I
Yeah.
don't think so. I don't believe
Someone
it.
had a good
I
Father's
don't
Day.
believe you.
All right, this one's from Madison from Oklahoma.
Why did she say Father's Day?
I don't know. What'd you guys
You
do
had a
on
good
Father's Day?
Day, so you're sucking up.
Oh, that has nothing to do with me sucking up to you. I naturally suck up to you. I love you. All right, go ahead.
All right.
Trying to figure out
Madison
Father's Day.
from Oklahoma. Do guys think it's funny and laid back or just gross if your girl burps in front of you?
I don't mind burping. Doesn't bother me at all.
Girls do not burp. They do not fart.
Oh.
They do not shit. No, I'm kidding. Burping is different. Burping's fine. Farting, I don't. No, Don't want to
Question's
hear
just
it.
about burping. I don't mind
Yeah,
burping.
burping, I guess, is all right.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
God.
That was a wet one. You just shit your dress.
No, I don't do that. All right, so burping's okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. Amanda from Florida.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, me too.
After the first hookup, what does a dude tell his buddies about it?
Wait, what? Oh. Wow.
Huh. I usually go comical if I've got a friend that knows him in a relationship and haven't done that yet. So I'll usually call him up and say, "These pipes are clean." Cabin Boy reference. The movie Cabin Boy.
Cabin Boy?
Cabin Boy? Yes, Cabin Boy.
Adam Sandler?
Oh my God. Hang on.
Oh, no,
That's Water Boy.
I'm thinking of Canteen Boy, which is Water Boy later. Sorry, Cabin
Hang
Boy.
on.
Oh, is that with Chris Elliott?
Yes.
Okay,
You
gotcha.
know what it is.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah.
He's the cabin boy on a boat. The steward,
Gotcha,
whatever.
gotcha. Yeah.
All right. I don't know. What do you do, Tack? How do you tell your boys?
Something along those lines too. You know, something.
So you guys do
similar.
talk?
Yeah,
Sometimes,
Of course,
yeah.
Yeah?
I do. Hell yeah.
Should you talk after me?
Especially I will the next time. I'll be in here
to
like
me, I consider it flattering.
I don't have a whole lot of guys to say those things to, other than maybe Tack and Ron.
You didn't call him and tell him how awesome it was?
no.
Oh, man.
Yeah. All right. So before Ron knew
We gotta
you,
start over.
before Ron knew you, he did tell me something. You were when I first started hooking up with you, he knew who you were. And, he says that night after I told him, he says on the phone, he goes, Adam, because maybe you just need to stop having sex for a while. just put it on the side and just don't worry about it for like a good 2-3 months. Just let it go. Cause it was, never mind. Okay. See, I can't say it in front of you. I can't
Why?
say things. I don't know.
Why?
You're judging me over there.
I'm
I
not
see your
judging.
eyes.
No, I'm very
judging
interested.
me.
I want to know.
I'm a little
Do
lost.
it. Say it.
I already said it. Ron's advice was I should just stop having sex for a while.
But what was it you said?
I told him that I'd hooked up with you.
Oh, because you were doing too much?
Yeah, I guess so. I was trying not to sound pretentious. I wasn't intending to make myself sound like I was
Oh,
having a lot
I
of
already
sex.
know you've had a lot of sex, so
I've been tested.
beside the point.
I'm tested. I'm good. That's a
But
test
you
I can
did. You
pass.
stopped having a lot of sex with different girls. You
This is
did
true.
listen to his advice.
This is true. The frequency didn't change, but the
Retention?
what do you call it? The selection changed.
Yeah. See.
Quantity?
Take
Or
it.
no, that's not
You
right.
know what I'm trying to say.
I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah. I get it.
Instead of going for a 6-course meal, I went down to just, the dessert, the best part.
See, I was there for the conversation. I thought he was talking to me. And I've been doing him a solid this whole time.
You took
Hey,
his
I
advice
didn't
to
put
heart.
out on
Yeah, I
the
thought
first
he was
date.
talking-
I didn't put on the first date. I made him wait.
Or the second date. It was third date for us.
It was after I made you lasagna too. Mm-hmm. Or while the lasagna was in the oven. I don't know. Okay, number 7.
Moving right along.
Sarah from Florida wants to know, my man never wants to cuddle. Should I be worried?
No. Does he love you? I mean, I know there's a lot of questions you can't answer here, but no.
He never wants to cuddle.
Some men just don't like that.
Yeah,
But sometimes, as a girl, you just want to be held,
I
even
gotcha.
if it's sex or not sex. If you're watching a movie, or if you want to just like cuddle with your eye on the couch, you say, no, I want space.
She's imprinting her emotions on his behavior, and that's wrong. He might love her more than anyone he's ever loved in his life, but he's not a cuddling kind of guy. So as long as she's not trying to enforce her emotions and her standards of emotions on him, then they won't have a problem. She
But
just
if
needs to
she
understand
wants that, if she wants cuddling, then he could be the wrong guy for her.
Okay, I'll agree with that, but don't judge him negatively because he doesn't want to. That just is maybe an incompatibility.
So she should be worried if that's what she wants, because it's not going to happen. Then.
It's kind of her call then. Yeah.
Yeah, that's on her. See, I've had problems with that in the past too, where I just
You wanted to cuddle too much?
no, quite the opposite. Like, especially like laying in bed, I need my space. Like, stay
say,
on your side, I'll
going
stay
to
on my
sleep,
side.
I like to cuddle first and then turn around and go to sleep.
Gotcha. Me and my ex-girlfriend, the one I showed you a picture of,
Hottie?
not that,
Hottie too hottie?
Puerto Rican girl.
Also hottie.
Like we had a perfect system about cuddling and still having space. It was just amazing. Can't believe
Just let the legs touch.
no, it was like, it's hard to explain. Like,
Show me. Come cuddle me on the ground, Tack.
well, it was like,
so how do you do this? How do you want me laying?
it's like a spoon lay on your side.
All right, like this?
Oh, no, a little to the left.
All right.
Okay,
Stick
that's
your
good.
ass out.
My
Come on,
milkshake
you
brings
can-
all the boys to the yard.
You can pop it higher than that. You can do it.
All right, I'm not really going to do it.
Oh, okay. So anyway, so you're laying on your sides, right? And I'm big spoon, I guess you would put it.
Yes, you are.
I'm an average spoon.
Mr. Lover.
What are you doing?
Andrea's really getting in the position.
I'm thinking about it.
Oh. Oh, well, it's, oh, jeez. I wish I had a piece of paper I could draw it. It's hard to,
you don't
you
wanna
can't
use the
describe
my
it.
pen.
You'd have to actually do it.
Cuddle Ollie, and we'll see how it looks.
Anyway, we just found a cool way to do it. It needs to have space. So
Oh, all right.
Good.
I didn't mind doing that with her.
See, so there is cuddling. That's good. I don't know what Adam's talking about. He's a big cuddler.
Sometimes, and sometimes I want my space. It just depends.
He always cuddles. This is from Molly from Alabama. Why does he pretend nothing has happened after he has a serious mood swing?
I don't know anything about that shit.
Is she? Are you sure it's not a lesbian? And she's saying, that, why does she pretend nothing happens?
I guess after he gets really mad and then she walks away and then he comes back and then he's like, nothing happened at all. Doesn't want to talk about it kind of thing.
Every couple has different ways that they have their arguments or their confrontations or their battles even. So it's hard to say for that, but maybe he just needs that little burst of energy and emotional release, and then he's back to being normal and would rather just forget the situation even occurred. I mean, potentially. I don't know. What do you think?
I have no idea. I don't deal with
You
that
don't
kind of
get that
stuff. No.
Sorry, Molly. Let's go with Jamie from Georgia.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Mr. Lover.
I know, guys, this is from Jamie, Georgia. I know guys think about other women during sex. Who do they think about?
Ooh.
Michelle, Stacy,
Obama?
No, I'm just kidding. What do you mean? Who do they think about? They want names? What do they want? I don't know.
So for me, it's not so much a person, but it's a sexual arousing experience that I'll reference. So
With another person?
Oh,
not
boy.
necessarily. It could even be a fantasy. No. That sounds like a trapping question, number one, from this chick.
It
But
is for you.
Oh, I'm not.
What?
I'm not thinking of it that way. Now I am.
so
I was just thinking of it as her question. I'm just like da da da.
there's some memories that you could, and it also depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to climax, then you'll go through your fucking Rolodex of images in your head that you know excite you or turn you on or get you horny, or experiences maybe, but more images for at least for this guy. And then if I'm thinking about trying to slow the situation down, then it's anything but sexual. I'm thinking about how to that I have to fix that mailbox out front. That's what I'll be thinking about.
It could be like what he said, other experiences or fantasies, or I know we've answered this question before a couple times actually on the show, and one time I've even said that. Well, both times I've said this that I've even thought about even masturbation.
Think about yourself in the shower, like
Thinking
in the
about
mirror.
myself. Yep, I just picture myself naked, and man,
Funny,
finish like that.
that's the same thing I think about Tacky. You naked.
All right then. This next one's from Leslie from Oklahoma.
What up, Leslie?
Why is it so much easier for guys to hook up without getting attached?
It's him over here. He can answer that
That's a
he's-
primordial question right there.
because we're not.
Men are
It's all about. Go ahead.
evolutionarily designed to spread your seed with as many as you can. That's that's on almost every species on the earth. The idea is to procreate. That's your inherent traits. That's your genetically pre-programmed desires. So for men now to, in the last, probably 20,000 years of evolution, we've changed that. Out of hundreds of thousands of years of evolution, the last 20, it sounded like I was drunk, evolution. And just in the last 20,000 years, have we started really forming these more monogamous style relationships.
Funny, real quick, sorry to interrupt you, but I read an article on this
I could have gone on forever, so I appreciate that.
I read an article on this recently talking about early man, and because of that, the reason why there's monogamy, why we do monogamy more, is because of STDs. It's like one of the main
Ooh, I didn't
reasons
think
why.
about that.
The reason why we're more monogamous people now versus many years ago.
I did not even think about that. That does make a lot of sense.
Well,
I don't know. Versus women, I can't really tell you that.
we're not as emotional. I don't want to say emotionally attached, but it's not an emotional thing for us. We're very physical. We're visual and physical. We're simple.
Women are very attached emotionally.
No, I wonder why
for the
it's
most
so
part.
different. It's so unfair.
It is.
Why can't we be that way too? I mean, I like the emotional part. I mean, you experience so much in
April.
the emotional part.
April would be able to answer this question. Behavioral science study. Or behavioral sciences master.
Yeah, because it seems unfair. I mean, maybe though we experience a little more than you guys do having that emotional side.
Maybe.
Maybe we can feel more and it's more intense for us, so maybe we get that extra part of it. It's the only way I
Possibly.
can explain it to be fair.
Possible.
All right. Next question.
This is from Megan in Florida.
You got to make sure you're on that mic, sweetheart.
This is from Megan in Florida. Why can't guys be more subtle about looking at boobs?
I thought we were.
Yeah, me too. We've been fucking up, Tack.
I guess
The
so.
whole time.
Look, men are programmed to look. It's going to happen.
Once
and
again, we're visual.
yeah,
We're simple.
It's
It's not just boobs. We're not. We're not.
On
looking at
top of
just
that
boobs.
question, I want to know, what do you look at when you see a set of boobs? What's the first thing you look at? Is the nipples, the areola, the size, the shape?
Well, first of all, boobs isn't really my first go-to spot to look at.
But when you're looking at them, what's the first thing you see?
I want to
the
analogy
skin
this.
area up here, I guess.
I want to analogize this. If you're a pilot coming in for a landing, all right, you have to see your runway. You see the entire airport. Now you have to focus on your runway, and then also look for the very specific landing lights just to align the horizon and align your approach pattern. All right. So you want to get your what's the term? You want to get your bearings for where everything is. All right. And then you start looking at everything else. So yes, the nipples are your focus point to get your bearings for everything else that's going on in that whole thing. And then you start looking at the other pieces. So initially, yes, the nipples.
For you nipples.
Did you like how I did that, Tack? I went from
If Ron was here, he would say it's a reach, but
yeah, no kidding. All right.
Okay. This one's from May in Florida.
May?
May.
Did her sister April also send us?
No, we have no Aprils. How do you know if a guy wants to break up with you?
Did he say I want to break up?
Just how do you know?
Oh.
Are there signs?
Lack of attention is probably your first sign. So if he's
Busy
not giving
doing
you
other
attention,
stuff?
yeah, if he's not giving you attention, if he's finding excuses to not be around you.
If he's busy playing video games, watching movies.
No, that's not always.
That's not attention, though. That's what you said. If he's not giving you attention.
This is, excuse me. It's a case by case basis here.
Yeah.
It's tough because a lot of
This
times
must be a secret. I'm sorry.
it's not a secret.
No, it's not really a secret. It's different for every guy.
Yeah, like for instance, I apparently when I'm in a relationship, I give off this vibe that there's something wrong all the time. Because I have so many people I'm in relationships with go, what's wrong? I say people like I'm bi. Girls, you know, like, I guess I just want to be even for everybody.
I had this guy's
Girls
dick in my
always
mouth
say like,
and-
you know, what's wrong? You know, I'm just like, nothing. I'm just watching the show, you know. And then I've had so many girls like, well, something's wrong. Just tell me. And I'm like, there's nothing wrong. I'm watching the show. And I've had the conversation a billion times with different girlfriends. So
that should have
she
been
may
the clue.
think that there's something wrong, and there may not be at all. There's even like I read a story once recently about this very situation where the woman, I think it was like, I don't know if it was written like a diary or written like in the brain of a woman versus the brain of the man. And the woman was like, oh, he's ignoring me, or he's doing this, or he's not doing that today, and what's going on? I think he wants to break up. I don't know what's going on. I think he's cheating on me. He's, you know, I said this today, and he didn't really, I asked him, how was your day? He just said, it was okay, and then that was it, and something's wrong. And then it clicked over to the guy's mind, and it was just something like, he was thinking about some work that had to get done at work, and that was it. You know, it was all her kind of over making it more than it was.
Mm-hmm.
What was the question again? I forgot.
How do you know if a guy wants to break up with you?
Okay, yeah. Ignoring to me it's going to be ignoring of the relationship, not playing video games or something. It's making excuses to not be around the person all the time. That's going to be your number one giveaway. And if he goes out and never invites you, I mean that's a pretty good one too.
Yeah, or even like ignoring the relationship is a good way to put it. Not ignoring her so much, just the relationship.
Yeah.
Even if he's avoiding sex or, you know.
Would avoiding sex be a good sign?
That would be a good
Be a
sign.
pretty good goddamn sign, yeah.
Yeah. I've done
Especially when she's initiating it.
I've done it in relationships before when I
Yeah.
was just trying to get out, you know, or I wasn't in it anymore.
You're
So,
in
yeah.
it for something else that has nothing to do with her. Being in love, being in a relationship.
What's this?
Where's this coming from?
What's going on?
Is this personal?
I guess so. I did get a little personal there.
Uh-oh. With me?
No, not you.
Oh, no.
With me?
No, not with you. No.
No.
All right, next question.
This one's from Cindy from Ohio.
Lopper?
Nope, just Cindy.
Yeah.
Why do guys always want us to send them naked pictures? Isn't that what porn is for?
Back to question 2, 3, and 6, I think. We're visual?
We're very visual. And no, we want to see her. We want to see you naked. I don't care about random chick online.
Yeah. Something that I know I can touch and feel and see and everything is, in person, in real life is way better.
So even if it's not like those beautiful airbrushed
Correct.
porn pictures.
Correct.
The all natural, just girl that you're seeing raw.
Correct.
Yeah,
And
so you can look at that and go like, I'm hitting that, or I'm going to hit that.
And girls, all girls, this is a message to you. If you want to really make your guy happy, send him random pictures of nude body parts or something, random nudie selfies at all times in your relationship. Just out of maybe make him funny, make him sexy, make him whatever. Just send them. So he's, in a meeting with some of his buddies and boop, there's boobs. You know what I mean? That's a great thing to do.
Absolutely. That's a great thing to do.
That happened to you, didn't it?
Yes, it has. Many times.
I meant in our relationship.
I think so. Did I say it did? And did you send me something and I told you in a meeting? I don't remember.
What the fuck is going on here?
I don't know what's going on.
The sunlit boobies.
Am I misreading
The
this
sunlit
conversation?
boobies?
Yes.
Help me out here.
That I sent you a picture of when you were at work.
How long ago was this? Today, dumbass. No, what? How long ago was this?
All right, number 14.
Uh-oh, Tack.
I think you were in trouble way before
This
that.
one is from Evelyn in Texas. What's the one thing men want to hear after sex?
This is...
Thank you.
Oh, this is great.
Not. That'll be $120, please.
Cash a check. What do we not want to hear?
Next time, can I come?
What do you want to hear?
Oh, what do we want?
What do we
What
want
do
to
you
hear?
want to hear after sex? What's the one thing guys want to hear after sex?
Do you want me to get your cheeseburger now or after you play video games?
I would think it would be like, can I do your laundry and bring you a burrito?
That's fantastic.
Kind of what I just said.
Never heard that before, but I would love to. That's a good one. Can I get you a drink or can I offer you something? Anything that would be, cause, maybe I'm just stepping down misogyny lane here, but that would be fantastic to have some kind of offering of something like, I bet you're tired. Let me go get you some water or something, whatever.
Laundry and a burrito. Got it.
Or always say that was the best I've ever had. Always.
Oh my gosh, that was so great. You are incredible. Oh, thank you so much.
What would be flattering to some guys is for the girl to say, can't wait to tell my friends about that.
Oh, I can't wait to tell my friends.
That'd be a good thing to say too. If she said something like, "Do you want me to send? Do you want to take a picture of me to send to your friends?"
Do you want to take a picture of me to send to all your friends?
No, not now. I've already tore y'all up. Wore you out.
Why don't we do it again and you can video the whole thing?
Is this where I have to pay my credit card to keep playing?
Please enter your Master or Visa card number followed by the pound sign.
Next question.
That was it.
Oh, that's all of them?
That was it.
Oh,
Cool.
good Guyry. I like that you're taking over the Guyry segment. I think it's going much
Me
smoother.
too. I like
Yeah.
it. I'm enjoying
You
it.
do a good job. All right, Tack, there was something else you said you wanted to talk about before we close out the show.
Yeah. Okay, so, well, I've mentioned this before in the past, but I think now we're starting to wanting to go public with it. Me and Eric, he's been on the show before.
Oh, yeah.
Or was that too long ago?
What?
When Eric was
Well,
on the
we want to
show.
bring Eric back on. I don't think we have the show he was on before. I think we rebooted and lost that episode.
Yeah, I think you're right. Anyway, so my friend Eric, him and I have been shooting these weekly horror episodes, a web series. Have you been keeping up, by the way?
There's more now?
I've been putting something up every week.
I'll be watching them right after this episode.
Okay. So it's called, the whole show, or the channel is called The Compound. And so you don't get confused, the picture on the channel is a white background with a black symbol. So, anyway, if you start from episode 1 and go all the way through, I think there's 5 or 6 episodes up now. But it's just a series of horror. The whole thing tells a story, so you have to start from 1 and go all the way through. So, anyway, we're getting ready to shoot another one tomorrow morning for the next episode. And this is all Eric's project, his idea, his story, his everything. I'm just there to help out like technically, and I'm apparently acting in it as well.
Which one are you guys up to now?
Like which episode?
Yeah. How many do you guys have filmed?
6 episodes.
So you guys
now.
are shooting 7?
Shooting 7 tomorrow. And we try to shoot every single week. We didn't shoot anything last week, but it's always been every week we shoot a new episode. So, but yeah. So he has the stories all laid out where it's going, but it does tell a story. And the first episode seems a bit confusing, but in this next episode, it's going to explain episode 1 a little bit better. Episode 7 will explain episode 1 better.
Oh, cool.
So yeah.
Sweet.
I've enjoyed the ones I've seen so far.
They're good. So they're turning more cinematically now. So if you check it out, there's a little more. There's actually dialogue now. There's
Are we going to put them
characters brought in. And
Are we going to put them in the show notes this week? Do you want to add the links and stuff like that?
You can if you want.
Yeah. Is Eric okay with that?
Yeah,
All
Eric's
right.
totally cool with it.
All right. Very cool. Yeah, we get him in here maybe. So we might have Jimmy in next week, but see if Eric wants to come in and
Well, not next
talk
week.
about it, or
Next week's your birthday weekend.
2 weeks out, or whenever.
Yeah.
See if Eric wants to just come in and talk about it.
Yep. Definitely. I know he does. He was
Sweet.
waiting for the summer so he can come in. So
All right.
now he can.
All right. Well, you guys want to get out of here?
Let's get out of here.
Sure.
All right. So check us out on email us at show@livingpodcariously.com, facebook.com/livingpodcariously for our Facebook page. If you have any questions at all for the diary that you want Andrea to read to us boys here in studio, that's also show@livingpodcariously. Here pretty soon we'll each have our own email addresses, but for right now it's all just going to that same one. I don't know. Oh, follow us on Twitter. That's @Podcarious.
Indeed.
I think that's it. Is that it?
I think so.
I think so.
All right. Thanks again to Smoke Rings for hooking us up with some sponsorship. And to you new sponsors, we'll be talking to you very soon.
All right. Well,
All right.
My name is Tack.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Andrea Joy.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Yep.
Embarrassing situation, especially for the other person hearing that. So I look back at the number, hoping it was like a bill collector or something. That would have been hilarious. But no,
Right.
it was a senior project manager at NASA. So I called him back and I said, "Hey man, I'm sorry, but I think my phone was just calling you because I hit my Bluetooth on my neck." And he responded with like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know it was an accidental call." Because I was on the other, when I figured it out, I switched back over. I was on another call anyway. Like, all right. So then I texted him. I'm like, "Hey man, I'm really sorry if you heard some, private time with me and my girl, but well, that's what it is."
We were talking pretty silly. I mean, we were talking about this little ball, and it was wet and juicy, and all these bad
Yeah.
words that go around it. And
Yeah.
funny.
Oh well. Hey.
he got an earful.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to meet him at the next Christmas party.
Or your reputation is going to precede you with this guy. He doesn't have a very he has very loose tongue. He speaks a lot about.
Oh, so everyone's going to know about me and my secret phone talk.
Very much so.
If you'd like to hear any more phone talk by Andrea Joy, please give us an...
So that was Father's Day.
Yeah.
What did you guys do for Father's Day?
Oh, it was good. I had two out of three of my kids.
All right.
And you should see the cards and gifts that they gave me.
Aw.
Oh, that's right. I didn't get anything from them.
Oh, are you serious?
Really? Breakfast?
No.
Special treatment?
Well, they didn't argue if I changed the channel.
Oh, that was good.
It's Dad's Day. I got to watch Star Wars Force Awakens. They didn't argue.
Did they say it was your day too, so you get to decide?
Yeah, pretty much. So, I mean, they did do that. And then we also went out to dinner, and then we went and saw Finding Dory. So,
Oh, cool.
Aw,
That was
that's
kinda nice.
Good movie?
cute.
yeah. I
Pretty
liked
good?
it. I enjoyed it. Yeah. I like Pixar and all that kind of stuff. So,
Well, very cool.
it was good. It was a good day, though. We had a lot of fun.
We went over, so it's usual tradition with me. I go over to see my dad. My mom and dad live over, Merritt Island, not too far from here. And, so we made a day of that to go over and hang out with them and see them. And I had bought my dad a gift a couple months back, and I was going to give it to him then, but Andrea said, got it right that time. Andrea, not Naomi.
That's good. Good.
She's like, "Wait, why don't you just give that to him on Father's Day? Save it." like, oh, that's a great idea. See, that's what having a smart woman in your life does for you. Oh, I said wife there too. See, I'm slipping up all over the place.
Yeah, so on Saturday, he's like, do you have that thing for my dad? And I'm like, yeah, it's right there in the cabinet. Went and pulled it out, and he had the gift right there, ready to go.
See, I need one of them. Where did you get this one?
His mom found me.
She's got a sister.
Yeah, I know. We've established that. The mythical sister.
The night before, Andrea gave me a Father's Day present, and she gave me some cologne, some really, really good.
Eternity.
Yeah, Eternity cologne.
It smells so good.
I'm not going to smell like the Axe commercial.
That's what's wrong with me tonight. I'm just like drooling because all I can do is smell Adam. He smells so good.
But the next morning we go over to my folks' place and give my dad his present. He likes it. My son gives me some presents that my mom had taken him out to get. And
that's cool.
It's two of them are out there in the pool. My dad has, so you know the little chlorinator tablet dispensers that you put in the pool and it kind of floats around?
Okay, yeah.
Well, my dad had one in his pool and it was a little duck. So the top of it was a duck. It's like a rubber ducky floating around your pool, but that's really your chlorine.
Gigantic duck. It's like this big.
Oh,
and
gotcha.
we've named it Gazinta. Because it goes into the pool. Gazinta. So my son made a big deal about that. And we got a little Gazinta that's a thermometer that tells temperature and whatever. But
that's cool.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. And I got some a few other knickknacks and stuff from Josh. But that was pretty neat.
Nice.
Yeah, so good Father's Day. I had a good time.
And you got breakfast?
I got a hell of a good quiche.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Bacon, hash browns, eggs, cheese, lots of cheese.
I got to sleep until 11 o'clock in the morning.
Holy.
Hell yeah, that was nice. I went to bed the night before, like at midnight. It was a huge sleep. I was loving it.
Yeah, for my Father's Day breakfast, I had toast that I made, and then I had to make my son some too because he wanted some.
Of course. These Father's Day are more about you being the father, though, so it'll change.
Well, I don't have a significant other to kind of like tell
Remind
the kids,
them
hey,
and-
let's
yeah.
go. Hey, when your dad's at work, let's all do this. Let's make sure you do that. I don't have anybody.
Andrea's got a sister.
Yeah, the mythical sister.
She's pretty cute, and she's right up your style of woman. I think.
Got you. I hear you. But as of
Adam
now, I'm
did
going
say
to
it was
rank
the
her up
best
there.
one he's had.
Yeah, it was by far. Andrea made this the best Father's Day I think I've
It's your
ever
special
ever
day.
had. Yeah.
Wait till your birthday next week.
Yeah.
That'll be a great story to hear.
Yeah, we should talk about that when we come back too. Let's take a quick break. Check out our sponsor. Oh, by the way, we're gonna get these guys in studio. So we went up to Smoke Rings the other day to get some more oils.
Yeah.
And we were talking to the guys in there, and a couple of them immediately subscribed to the podcast because they hadn't heard it yet. And one of the guys is gonna come in studio with us and shoot the shit and vape with us and
Cool.
just talk products and some of the stuff they've got in the shop. And I'm gonna try to order this new vape pen that I want to get, or new vape device atomizer, through him. So maybe hook me up with a discount or something. But we'll see.
Cool.
But
Sounds good.
all right, we're gonna take a break. We will be right back in studio.
Back once again for the Renegade Master. D4 Damager, power to the people. Back once again for the Renegade Master. D4 Damager, power to the people. Back once again for the Renegade Master. D4
On behalf of Tack, Adam, and myself, the cast here at Living Podcariously is proud to announce we are partnering with Smoke Rings out of Merritt Square Mall in sunny Merritt Island, Florida.
That's right, Andrea. If you're looking for one of Central Florida's largest selection of oil, cigars, pipes, tobacco, and accessories for smoking and vaping, then Smoke Rings is the place to go.
Smoke Rings offers the latest products from oils to rigs. I bought my Kinger Subox from them, and it rocks.
By mentioning this ad, Smoke Rings is giving Living Podcariously listeners 10% off anything you purchase.
Also, check out smokeringsonline.com and click the e-cig link to learn some great facts about vaping.
At facebook.com/Smoke Rings Merritt Square, or give them a call at 321-453-1422.
There's something due any day. I want to know.
You sound like a prince.
Soon as it shows.
He sounds just
Then
like a
cannonball down
prince.
from the sky, gleaming its eye bright as a rose. What are you talking about?
I'm in love.
All right, welcome back to Living Podcariously. I think we're on episode 20 now, Tack, by the
I
way.
have no idea, but that's cool.
I'm pretty sure this is 20. I'll have to check, but I'm pretty sure we're at 20.
That's cool.
Of course, we would be at like 45 had we not rebooted
It's all
twice.
good.
But whatever.
We're good.
All right, so I had something funny happen, Tech. So since we moved into this new house, we've got a pool out back. So
Yeah.
guess what? Adam doesn't do pool maintenance.
No?
Andrea does it, but she's got a busy schedule anyway. She's full-time work and full-time mom. So
Especially
she's
this
busy.
time of year with all the weddings.
Yep. So she's
Oh,
busy.
I get
So
it.
I wanted to hire a pool company.
He says pool company. She says pool boy.
Yeah, well, she had a couple of
Tried.
choices.
You're at work all day. That's here with the pool boy.
There was one. He was like
I do
2 or 3
maintenance.
pool boys in one body.
He looked like he ate the other pool boys because they were competition. Let's just put it that way. He had a big old belly. I mean, belly so big, a double XL shirt or whatever, it hung at the bottom of it, like below his gunt. Like it was a deep belly.
He was lots of pool boys in one.
So I called this company. So there was a company that managed this house before we moved in here. And they wanted to continue to manage it, but they were expensive. They were $89 a month. All right. Now, but that included all your chemicals, which would really cost probably $10 a month. Plus that scrubs and whatever. I don't want to sound like, oh, I have a pool and blah, blah, blah. I'm just,
This is Florida. A lot of people do.
it's part of moving into a new place. So, I called them and said, no, I got another company that's coming out. They're $59 a month. So unless you guys can match it, I'm going to go with this other company.
You made him fight to the death, didn't you?
Well,
There's a dead body out there
It gets
somewhere.
good. Yeah, it's buried under the pool. So the new company, I scheduled them to start coming out and do their first visit was also going to be their first, treatment. And, they didn't show. It was a week and they didn't show.
What?
Well, I don't know if you know, but I don't know anything about a pool, and the pool was perfectly crystal clear blue the last visit from the pool guy. And as the week went on, it went a whole week without getting any chemicals or cleaning or anything. It started to get a little bit of, green tint to it.
Yeah.
And not like putrid green, but just a bare, you can
He was
tell the
missing
difference.
chlorine.
Pools are a lot of
You needed
maintenance. I
chlorine.
used to
Yeah.
have one.
So I'm like, oh fuck. So I call up that company and I said, hey, where are you guys? Cause you guys are supposed to be out here last week and you haven't shown up. And, they said, oh, sorry, Mr. Poston, we'll get out there, as soon as we can. So 2 more days go by, still no visit. So I call up the guy who used to do the pool company and I said, all right, listen, I understand you're still more expensive, but I want you to come out and take a look at the pool and, give me a new estimate. So he comes out. Well, before I even get to that, in the meantime, Andrea wanted me to look up some other pool companies and find out the other prices and be competitive, do a good market analysis. So I'm kind of lazy and I just said, screw it. I've already got 2 companies scheduled to come out. I'm not going to do it. So she just started rattling off numbers. Call this guy, see how much he charges, have him come out. Call this guy.
So we got all
So
these numbers.
I made like 5 phone calls. Turns out last Saturday comes around and I get a knock on the door, and it's the original pool guy.
Okay.
So he comes out, he looks at the pool, he goes, listen, it's not that bad. He goes, thank you for calling me back. And Jolly-o. I don't remember. What did I say?
It looks like an eyeglass. And you're like, hi, cry. Or I don't know what you said.
Crikey?
It was just funny.
No, I know what she was talking about. She like the Monopoly Man. That's what she was
Yeah,
talking
the
about.
monocle.
Yeah.
But it
Oh, I said, Jolly-o. I think.
didn't.
No? I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh
Tech.
God, I'm crying.
That's what was so funny. Because I don't know about her, but I just expected you to go, oh, yeah. But no, you like jumped into this character. Oh, I cry.
Stop. I can't breathe. Okay,
She's dying. You all right?
I'm all right there, sir.
You're all right. Yeah, so she's going to laugh the whole show now, too.
I'm not.
Tack, you use one of those Bluetooth things around your neck, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Funny story. So I have one of those as well. It's like a necklace, a half necklace or something like that. And then the little earbuds are either stowed inside it or they're like magnetized to hang on
Yeah,
to
mine
it.
are like magnetized.
Yeah, mine are too. I got the cheaper one.
Yeah, mine's really cheap.
My mom gave it to me. Those are kind of cool for a Christmas present last year. All right. So I didn't know this, but oh, goddamn. Andrea and I are very, there it goes.
Did you say poo? God
No,
damn.
he almost called me Naomi.
I started.
What?
Yes.
I didn't catch that. Is this? Sorry.
Who painted this?
And he pointed at me, and Naomi and I.
I never said Naomi.
You
Actually,
said, and oh.
yeah, I backed it up. All right. God damn it.
How did you even catch that? I didn't catch it at all.
She listens for
I'm
it.
looking at his eye.
Oh, she searches for it like number
Yep.
23.
No, actually, if
I
he hadn't brought it that he messed up, I wouldn't have got it at all.
Yeah, you would have. So Andrea and I are very affectionate. We hug a lot. We kiss a lot.
have you
whatever.
ever been called another name?
That was the first time.
God damn it.
Justin.
You motherfuckers.
That was our question last week.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. And I just fucked myself. Well, whatever. Anyway, we're all over each other a lot. All right. So yes, PDA. Yes.
Right.
Mushy, whatever. So
Is that Japanese?
Mushy, mushy?
Mushy.
Mushy, mushy time.
Mushy, slushy. All right. So she came up to me today, and I do a lot of teleworking, so I work from home. Well, I do a lot of teleconferences, a lot of meetings, but I do almost all of them from here. Well, she came up at about 2:30 or so and gave me a big hug and gave me, just came over and showed me a lot of affection. Yeah. And I happen to have a little, one of the magic red balls from a magic kit of Alyssa's. And I don't remember exactly what was going on, but I stuffed it in her mouth really quick.
I started to say something to you, so my mouth opened up. So I was like, and he stuffed this ball
It's a
in my
little
mouth.
styrofoam ball.
Gotcha.
Little tiny styrofoam ball. So I stuffed it in her mouth and then pulled it out, and she was giggling and whatever. And then she said something along the lines of, I'd like to stick something else of yours in my mouth. And
That's wet and red.
And we were kind of joke flirting. None of the kids were around, but we were kind of joke flirting with each other. And we were finishing it up and giving each other kisses. Now, we just were hugging, tack, nothing else. Well, I happened to look down, and my phone just hung up from a 29-second phone call.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, no. I mean, I'm not embarrassed. It would be an
You're listening to Living Podcariously, bringing you real men's perspectives, unfiltered, unapologetic, and uncensored. Recorded live in the Living Podcariously studio in world-famous Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. It is with deepest pride and greatest pleasure that we welcome you here tonight. And now we invite you to relax, pull up a chair, as we present your dinner. Be our guest. Be our guest. Okay, that's it.
Well, that's a good intro if I've ever heard one.
Yeah, indeed.
Welcome to Living Podcariously. I'm Adam.
And I am Tack.
And I am Andrea Joy. Oh, wait, that part's over? Okay.
No, you're fine. Dude, you could do the whole show like that if you want
Joy.
to. Do the whole show like that.
We?
Read our when we get to the diary segment, read it just like that.
Like what?
Like what? How did it go?
Like what? Wait, what?
How did I do it?
Are you guys fucking with me?
What are you talking
Like she
about?
was just her whole intro voice that she was using.
Oh, doing
She should do the whole show in that same voice, that same motif.
same cadence.
I can't be a candlestick the whole
Vocal
night.
gate.
I can be. How you the wall? All right, we got a big show this week, Tack. I need to come right off the bat and cover something that made me a little nervous. So our show is downloaded a lot all over the world, but mostly in Central Florida, and mostly those through Orlando, Tampa, and like Cocoa Beach areas. That's where our biggest downloads come from.
Okay.
Well, I put a plug out there last week for the victims of that Pulse shooting, the disaster over there.
Right.
And it was a GoFundMe account.
Yeah.
And I was quite worried when I read the article that there have been like 50 fraudulent GoFundMe accounts set up for people.
Bastard.
No, but we're good. The one we aired was the right one. And let me just tell you, because of Living Podcariously's contribution to, spreading the word of this GoFundMe, they're already up to $5.5 million. That's no shit.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
I mean,
So
the Living
cool.
Podcariously part's kind of jokey, but yeah, they're really up to that much. So they got a ton of money for these families and victims and what have you.
Cool.
So good on you.
We'll
I'll
put
just take
it's
a
in the
clip.
show note.
The thing from your mic almost looks like an eyeglass.
Hey, good eye.
What was that? But I'm not, and that was hilarious. What did you say?
I don't know. I didn't say anything. I was just,
She did.
I don't know what, like in the character?